So lovely to see you both. So this is Chiara and Sara from Lake Garda Family Events, who were on the course. It's exactly a year ago, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
March 2019.
Yeah, great. So first off, if I can just ask you both, why did you choose this particular course, the Event School London Certificate in Wedding Planning? What was it that made you choose that?
Oh, okay. Actually, I have to say that this course for me was a gift from Sara for my graduation party. So we've been in the wedding industry together for some years, and she decided to give me this gift because she thought that this could be something that could unite us, makes us closer, and hopefully also give us some improve our knowledge on the wedding industry and so on. So this was a gift, and I thank her for this.
That's great. So what made you choose it then, Sara?
I chose that because, well, I was looking for something new to get more inspiration, because I was thinking of doing something for my own, because I've got some experience now and I wanted to put it into something real, like a website. And I really wanted Chiara to work with me, and I found that was the right time to look for the right school that could help us. So I had a look at the different courses they proposed, and I found you. And it was so nice because I read lovely things about your school and your courses in general, and we were interested. Well, Chiara didn't know yet, but I was interested in doing something with
She knew I would be interested.
Yes, and so I thought it was a nice thing for both of us as a gift for Chiara, but also as a gift to me. And in fact, when I gave her the gift, then she said, "But are you coming with me?" Of course, I said, "Yes." It's not only a present for you, but it's for me as well. So we are both having a present, and we deserve that. So.
Moreover, coming to London was a sort of dream for the both of us, because as I grew up as a child, she always talked to me about London, and I grew up with this dream of, whoa, London, what a huge city, amazing. And so coming to London with her was truly a dream coming true, and it was amazing.
It's true. When you were a child, I told you, well, we might go to London in the future together.
We did.
I know, that's great, and a great reason to come, and you were just both such a pleasure to have on the course. Can I just get you both to say what did you do beforehand? What did you do before setting up this business or moving into wedding planning? If I start again with you, Chiara.
Okay, so I actually am still studying, and I'm currently attending the last year of university, and I'm studying foreign languages and literatures. And I started working with Sara when I turned 18, and she already was in the wedding industry. She worked as interpreter and so on. So she started to pass over to me all the little jobs she couldn't do. And so I started like this, and then we met a wedding planner, and we started cooperate with her. So we started working as coordinator or interpreter, and so yeah, I kind of knew this universe, the wedding industry, in this way by doing small jobs. And yeah, it was really interesting for me to do such a thing, because I could meet many people coming from all over the world, and I could experiment many cultures and talk in English. And it was, yeah, and so we decided to like set up our own business, and that's why we came to Event School London.
That's great. And what was your background, Sara?
as for me, I've always been a tour guide on Lake Garda. So I know my place quite well. That's the same place where I live. And I travel around the world. I like languages. And so I did everything which had to do with languages. Because in fact, I studied languages and literature. I work as I still work as a guide sometimes. And well, meeting people is something which I love. And once, let's say about 20 years ago, someone asked me to be an interpreter at a wedding in the town hall of Gardone, which is a lovely town on Lake Garda. And I said yes. And I love that so much because I didn't know what really a wedding was in foreign languages. So the mayor was there and I was there to translate the same words, and was so fascinating. The first couple I had, I remember, we were German, and she was pregnant, and there were only the two of them. And then they sent me pictures and everything. We were so happy. And I said, well, I'm having a job which makes people happy, and I'm happy too. So I was asked other times to be an interpreter, and sometimes also to be a symbolic celebrant. Usually I was working with Chiara for this company and different companies, so the text was already prepared. Sometimes I contributed to that. And I'm still a guide and working for the industry, for the wedding industry. So, but I'm mainly a guide, if you want to. So I can combine the two, because what I like to do is to put them together. Is to welcome people here with my knowledge of the place. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost for you, it was sort of a gradual, but in some ways quite an obvious transition, wasn't it? It introduced you to a world you wanted to be a part of.
Yes.
So again, can I ask you both, what was it that you took away from the course, or what were the highlights for you, or what have you found that you've particularly been able to utilize now in starting up your businesses or your business?
So first of all, to me was such an inspiring experience, because I sort of got many more, theoretical knowledge, because I had just a practice on the field, but no theory. And so I got this theoretical knowledge, plus it was amazing also when you showed us the locations in London. This is still in my heart. And so meeting many people that work in the wedding industry, people that work with weddings. And so looking at the locations, and also all the advices you gave us, and also seeing the weddings you did, and that was inspiring. So, and also meeting all the other wedding planners like Zobia. We still are in touch nowadays. I talked to her a couple of weeks ago, and
that's nice.
It's nice. Yeah, we have just some connections all around the world. We know different wedding planners. We can share information, share advices, and it's wonderful. Yes, it's such a multicultural environment.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. And how about you, Sara? What were the highlights for you, or what have you particularly utilized from the course?
Well, I was such an involvement in the in the wedding industry, which was something inspiring as well, because sometimes I had ideas, but I couldn't really put them in experience, put them in concrete. And so that gave me the possibility to write for my website, because I had started with the idea of the website, but I was still working for that. And when I came there, I saw the reality. I saw your how can I say, you were fond of your job, and I was really happy to hear about all what you have lived before. Like sometimes you had lovely weddings, sometimes you had problems to cope with, and then you showed us the different locations, the different venues you were working at, or it was possible to have a wedding in London, and that was the best part. That was on a Wednesday. I remember it was raining, and we went from one place to the other, but it was one of the best days of my life because we saw such nice places, and you and all the people who were involved in that day were amazing, and we got much out of it. So really, really was very, very, I can't wait to come again to have another course of that, probably destination wedding course, or I don't know, another course maybe in 1 year or 2 years, just to improve again. And so
that would be great. No, it would be lovely to see you on another course. And yeah, I remember that day well. Yeah, it was really raining on us, and we went to an event in the evening. But we had such a long day, didn't we? Didn't we go to the zoo in the evening?
Right.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I was really tired, but I was so happy. It was, it was amazing.
Yeah, it's always a good day out doing that, and always lovely to see everybody. And Mark at Westminster is just always so brilliant, just so much information, isn't he, at the register office? Yeah, great. And so where are you both at now? I know you've started the business, but a year on, where are you?
Yeah, actually we started to build the site on almost a year ago, but we are working on the site, so we're still working on building social medias and adding photos on the site, and still everything is in progress, you know, also because due to this pandemic we cannot have our own events this summer, so we have a sort of lack of material to upload on the site. And so yeah, we are still working on it, but probably I guess in autumn everything will be okay and ready. But still we have started, so if people want to just ask us something, just have some information, we are available, so inquiries are open.
That's good. So you're a year down the line now from when you did the course, and you've started up your company, Lake Garda Family Events. Right. Where are you at? What's the journey been since the course?
Yes, as Chiara told, in fact, we are, let's say, work in progress. We are still working on that. We are working on our website, and most of the things I'm doing now is to make a sort of list of all the suppliers and all the people who have to do with weddings here in the area. So to get in touch with them before the pandemic, that was personally, and that is online now. So getting a sort of, a list, yes, and trying to get a little bit of knowledge about social medias, because I'm very bad at that. So what I'm trying to is, I'm trying to get more training about the social media, because I think that's very important, not only for now, but always in the future for our industry. So that's what I'm working on, and expecting for next year probably to have to be more prepared for next people wanting to get married here. So
that's great. And
just studying.
Yeah, good. Well, it's important to use this time as best you can. And like you say, it's still part of your setup time too. Right. Who are your clients? Where do they come from?
Well, it depends, because I speak German and English. And most of the people, it depends on the weddings. There are two different kinds of weddings: small weddings and big weddings. Most of the big weddings are from England, America, Canada, Australia.
Anglophone countries, I could say.
Right.
Mhm.
And these are big countries, usually with up to 10,
And
up
also,
to 100.
if I can say something, Anglophone weddings are couples in Anglophone weddings are more young, so maybe they are in their 30s.
Right.
Whereas
Right.
in the smallest wedding that are mostly German, couples are in their 50s or 60s. So
Right.
two different types of clients, two different types of weddings, and also two different types of suppliers, locations, venues. Everything is different.
Interesting.
Right. So we've got people coming from England or English-speaking countries, and we have people from Germany. Sometimes they just wanted to have a celebrant. Sometimes they also want to have flowers or something more. This is what I am trying to do alone now, when I'm not working for other companies. So I'm working with flowers, and then if they are looking for a card, they're looking for, so that's the part I was doing before this pandemic, let's say so, for myself. And then for other companies, I could do big weddings because I was not alone. So let's say so. I could say, yeah, as Chiara told you, what I'm doing now, well, I was doing, in fact, was German, who are like, yeah, mid 40 to 60, maybe 4 or 5 people as guests. And then, yeah.
Their weddings are easier and they don't want anything elaborate, you know, so also the location are way basic. Whereas on the English side, we have more elegant venues.
Yes.
For example, on Lake Garda, we have a castle on a little isle in the middle of Lake Garda.
I remember you telling me about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and English people love that castle. So it's, I guess it's very important for English people to have a stunning location, because they have done such a long journey to come to Italy and they want something impressive. And that venue, in my opinion, is impressive. So we have two different weddings, two different kinds of weddings.
Interesting. You know, obviously we are here, so you know, anything we can do to promote or anything you want to ask, do. You know, that's, we're always here to support you. And it's, you know, on the one hand, it's a real shame this has happened, but you're also not wasting the time. You are using it to still build the behind the scenes stuff, and so that's something to be positive about. As we've said, we know it will bounce back. Weddings aren't going to stop. This hasn't ground it to a standstill forever. It's just getting through the right now, isn't it?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No, it's lovely to see you both. It really is. I can't believe
to see you, because I saw you sometimes on let's say some videos and so on. But now you're talking to me, and it's different.
It's like going back to 1 year ago.
Right.
With pandemic.
All right. Well, lovely to see you both. Thanks so much for speaking.
Thank you.
And
Thanks. Bye.
okay.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.